Come on, Curtis, this is yours. Hold it.
And a good opening attempt for Kurt Pretorius with 110 kilos. Loaders can we get 111 on the bar. 111 kilos for the second attempt with Kurt Pretorius. Stop the clock. Pretorius is moving up. Loaders, we need 116 on the bar. 116 is for the same lifter, Kurt Pretorius. And while we're waiting for Pretorius to prepare, can we give these loaders a big round of applause? They've done a tremendous job here at the championships. Not one mistake.
Come on, Curtis. Be patient and explode. Come on. Your way. Easy way.
And it's no lift for Kurt Pretorius with 116. But he got one more shot at it, so the 116 kilos remains on the bar for the third attempt of Kurt Pretorius, South African. Lifter to follow will be Andri Safarudin, Malaysia. While we're waiting for Pretorius to prepare, we'd like to give a great vote of thanks to our paramedics who've been here throughout the championships and attended to any injured athletes. Thank you very much for your attendance. Kurt Pretorius, third attempt, 116 kilos.
Stay over there, Bob. Ich war auch beendet wie man das. Come on. Hold it.
And a good lift for Pretorius. Loaders, we're going to need 125 kilos on the bar. 125 is for the first attempt of Endri Saparudin, Malaysia. The lift that follow will be Nur Fahan, Malaysia. And a good lift for Endri Saparudin with 125 kilos. Loaders, we need 126 on the bar. 126 for the second attempt of Saparudin, Malaysia. No lift for Endri Saparudin with 130. He's got one more go, so the 130 kilos remains on the bar. Endri Saparudin, 130 kilos, third attempt. Nur Fahan, get ready. And a good lift for Endri Saparudin with 130. Loaders, we need 135 on the bar. 135 kilos for the first attempt of Nur Fahan, Malaysia. No lift for Nur Fahan with 135. The 135 remains on the bar, and he gets 2 minutes to prepare for his second attempt. Now we have 4 junior lifters in this category. Andriy Saparudin is a junior. David Litty is a junior. Kurt Pretorius is a junior. And Mohammed Butt is a junior. And a good lift that time for Norfahan, Malaysia. Loaders, we're going to need 136 kilos on the bar. 136 is for the third attempt of Norfahan, Malaysia. Lifter to follow will be Mohammad Butt, Pakistan. Norfahan is moving up, so loaders we need 140 kilos on the bar. 140, but it's for the same lifter. Norfahan, Malaysia. Close, but it's no lift for Norfahan with 140 kilos. Loaders, we need 150. 150 kilos for the first attempt of Mohammad Butt, Pakistan. And the lifter to follow will be David Litty, New Zealand. There's been a change. Mohammed Butt is moving up. And we need 153 kilos on the bar now for the first attempt of David Litty, New Zealand. And the lifter to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan.
Big change.
And unfortunately, it's no lift for David Liddy with 153. The same weight, 153 kilos. It'll be first attempt for Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lifted to follow will be David Liddy, New Zealand. These two are already battling for the junior medal. Mohammed Butt moving up, so the 153 kilos remains on the bar, and it's now second attempt for David Liddy, New Zealand. Lifted to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan.
See ya! Come on. All right.
And a good lift for David Liddy. Right now, loaders, we need 154 on the bar. 154 for the third attempt of David Liddy. Lifted to follow is still Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Liddy moving up. Loaders, we need 155 on the bar. 155 for the first attempt, Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lifted to follow will be David Liddy, New Zealand. And a good lift for Mohammed Butt with 155. The same weight, 155 kilos. Third attempt for David Liddy, New Zealand. If he succeeds, he goes in front of Mohammed Butt as he has a lighter body weight. Lifted to follow David Liddy will be Mohammed Butt. Stop the clock, Liddy moving up. Loaders, we need 156 on the bar, 156. It's going to be second attempt for Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lifted to follow will be Damon Kelly, Australia. Stop the clock, Butt is moving up. Loaders, we need 158 on the bar. 158 kilos for the first attempt of Damon Kelly, Australia. Lifted to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. And unfortunately, it's no lift for Damon Kelly with 158. The same weight, 158 kilos. Second attempt, Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lifted to follow will be Damon Kelly. Butt's moving up, So the 158 remains on the bar for the second attempt of Damon Kelly, Australia. The lifter to follow Damon Kelly will be David Litty, New Zealand. And a good lift for Damon Kelly. Same weight, 158 kilos. It's third attempt for David Litty, New Zealand. The lifter to follow right now will be Kelly, Australia.
Stay strong. Come on, pass it. Come on.
Big kiss, David. Come on.
And a good lift for David Litty. Right now, Lotus, we need 159 on the bar, 159 for the third attempt of Damon Kelly, Australia. Lifter to follow will be Lawatiti Louis, Samoa. Kelly's moved up, so Lotus, we need 160 kilos on the bar. 160 is for the first attempt of Lawatiti Louis, Samoa. Lifter to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. And a good lift for Lawatiti Louis. The same weight, 160 kilos. It's second attempt for Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lifter to follow right now will be Louis Samoa.
Let go!
तेज हो तेज खींची तेज सेकंड फुल तेज हो पूरा गेट
And a good lift again for Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lotus, we need 163 on the bar. 163 for the third attempt of Damon Kelly, Australia. Right now, the lifter to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. $161 we need on the bar, Lotus, I'm sorry. 163, it's okay, 163. Third attempt, Damon Kelly, Australia. Lifter to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. And a good save and a good lift for Damon Kelly. The Same weight, 163 kilos. Third attempt now for Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Looks to follow will be Lawatiti Louis Samoa.
पास कर लिया तेज करी साइकिल फुल शाबाश शाबाश पूरा खेल
And a good lift for Mohammed Butt with 163. Loaders, we need 164 on the bar. 164 for the second attempt of Lawatiti Louis Samoa. If he makes this, he goes into the lead. And a good lift for Louis with 164. Loaders coming at 165. 165 for the third and final attempt now of Lawatiti Louis Samoa. Stop the clock. Louis is moving up. Loaders, we need 167 on the clock. 167. It'll be third attempt now for Lawatiti Louis Samoa. Final lift in this snatch section of the competition. And a good lift for Lawatiti Louis. And he leads the competition.
Big full cross elbow. Hold it.
And a good lift for Kurt Pretorius with 140. Loaders coming at 141. 141 kilos for the second attempt of Kurt Pretorius, South Africa. In the chains loaders, we need 144 on the bar. 144 for the second attempt of Kurt Pretorius, South Africa.
Bounce. 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 Come on, champ.
Hey!
Come on, big move. Up. Come on now.
Solid check. Hit through.
Hold it.
And a good lift for Kurt Pretorius with 144. Floaters, we need 145 on the bar. 145 for the third attempt of Kurt Pretorius, South Africa. The lifter to follow will be Andri Sabarudin, Malaysia. Pretorius moving up. Loaders, we need 150 on the bar. 150 kilos. Still third attempt for Kurt Pretorius, South Africa.
Come on, show us how bad you are.
Others up. Hey!
Come on, champ. Up. Solid champ. Come on, Frankie. Hold it. Hold it.
And a good lift for Pretorius with 150. Loaders, we need 157 on the bar. 157. This will be for the first attempt of Andri Sabarudin, Malaysia.
Big push. Oh.
And a good lift for Henry Sabarud in Malaysia. Loaders, we're going to need 158 on the bar. 158 kilos for the second attempt of Henry Sabarud in Malaysia. Stop the clock. Henry Sabarud is moving up. We need 165 on the bar. 165 is for the same lifter. Henry Sabarud in second attempt.
Tetap cepat.
No lift for Henry Sabarud in with 165. But he's got one more go at it, so the 165 kilos remains on the bar. And he gets 2 minutes to prepare. The lift to follow will be Nur Fahan, Malaysia. And it's no lift for Anthony Sabarunin with 165. Loaders, we need 175 on the bar. 175 is for the first attempt for North Mahan, Malaysia. And a good lift for North Mahan with 175. Loaders, we need 176 on the bar. 176 for the second attempt of North Mahan, Malaysia. Stop the clock. North Mahan moving up. We need 180 on the bar. 180 kilos. It's for the same lifter. North Mahan, second attempt. And a good lift for North Mahan with 180. Loaders, we need 181 on the bar. 181 for the third attempt of North Mahan, Malaysia. The lifter to follow will be Damon Kelly, Australia. Stop the clock. There's been a change. We need 185 on the bar. 185 kilos. It's for the same lifter, North Mahan, third attempt. And a good lift for Norfahan with 185 kilos. Loaders, we're going to need 195 on the bar. 195. This will be for the first attempt of Damon Kelly, Australia. Lifted to follow will be David Liddy, New Zealand. And a good lift for Damon Kelly with his opening attempt on 195. Right now, loaders, we need 196 on the bar. 196 for the second attempt of Damon Kelly, Australia. They're going to change. Kelly moving up. Loaders, we're going to need 200 on the bar. 200 kilos. It's for the first attempt of Alawatiti Louis Samoa. Lifted to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. No lift for Louis with 200. The 200 remains on the bar and it becomes the first attempt of Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. And the lifter to follow will be Damon Kelly, Australia. Butt's moving up, so the 200 kilos remains on the bar, and it's now going to be second attempt for Damon Kelly, Australia. Lifted to follow will be Lawatiti Louis Samoa. Stop the clock. Kelly's moving up. The 200 kilos remains on the bar. It's second attempt now for Lawatiti Louis Samoa. And the lifter to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. And it's no lift for Lawatiti Louis Samoa. The 200 kilos remains on the bar for his third attempt, and he gets 2 minutes to prepare. The lifter to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Stop the clock. Louis moving up. Loaders, we need 201 kilos. 201 will be for the first attempt of Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lifted to follow will be Lawetiti Louis Samoa. And a good lift for Mohammed Butt with 201. Loaders, we need 202 on the bar. 202 kilos. It'll be first attempt for David Liddy, New Zealand. And the lifter to follow right now will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. And a good lift for David Liddy. The 202 right now is still on the bar for the second attempt of Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. And the lifter to follow Mohammed Butt will be Lawetiti Louis Samoa. Stop the clock. Mohammed Butt moving up. We still need the 202 kilos on the bar, and it's third attempt now for Lawetiti Louis Samoa. Now he must make this to stay in the competition. Let's give him some encouragement. He's missed it twice, missed 200 twice, and gone up. Lifter to follow will be Damon Kelly, Australia. And unfortunately, it's no lift for Lawetiti Louis with 202, and he scores 0 in clean and jerk and total. Loaders, we need 205 on the bar. 205 kilos will be for the second attempt of Damon Kelly, Australia. If he succeeds, he moves into the lead. The lifter to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. And a good lift for Damon Kelly. Same weight, 205 kilos. It's second attempt for Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lifted to follow will be David Litty, New Zealand. Loaders, it appears there's blood on the barbell. Can you check it out for us, please? Our loaders will sanitize the bar before the next lifter appears. There's been a change. We need 206 kilos on the bar. 206 kilos for the second attempt of Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. If he succeeds, he moves into the lead. Lifter to follow will be Damon Kelly, Australia.
Look back! तेज उठ ले, तेज खींचना वेट, तेज उठ ले। शाबाश, शाबाश, तेज खींची।
Capture!
शाबाश।
Easy! Stop! Mashallah!
पूरा सांस भर के।
Stop!
And a good lift. Butt moves into the lead. The same weight, 206 kilos. It's third attempt for Damon Kelly, Australia. Lifter to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Stop the clock. Kelly moving up. We need 207 kilos on the bar loaders. 207 kilos. It'll be third attempt for Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lifter to follow will be David Litty, New Zealand. Stop the clock. Mohammed Butt is moving up. We now need 208 kilos on the bar for the second attempt of David Litty, New Zealand. Litty's moved up. We need 210 on the bar limit. 210 for the third attempt now of Damon Kelly. If he succeeds, he moves back into the lead. Lifted to follow will be Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. And a good lift for Damon Kelly by majority decision. The same weight, 210 kilos on the bar, and it's third attempt for Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. Lifted to follow will be David Litty, New Zealand. Stop the clock. Mohammed Butt moves up. We need 211 kilos on the bar. 211 kilos. It's second attempt for David Litty, New Zealand. If he succeeds, he moves in front of Mohammed Butt on lighter body weight and will win could win the junior Commonwealth title.
Come on, David!
Push, come on.
Easy!
Tight, David.
Tight! Up!
Good.
Strike!
Good. Good.
Strike. Finish time.
Very close, but it's no lift for David Liddy. The bar stays at 211 kilos, and it's third attempt for Mohammed Butt, Pakistan. If he succeeds, he moves into the lead. The lifter to follow will be David Liddy, New Zealand.
शाबाश शाबाश चलना नहीं है हर सूरत करनी है लिफ्ट
पूरा मेंटली से ट्रेनिंग करके
तेज खींची से एंगल पूरा सुनते लोग पे पूरा फेंकने में इनको पर शाबाश शेर बाबा पूरा खींची में शाबाश पूरा खींची
And it's no lift for Mohammed Butt. The 211 kilos remains on the bar. It's third attempt now for David Liddy, New Zealand. And if he makes this, he becomes the 2016 Commonwealth Junior Champion.
Victor. That's one, that's one. See ya!
Easy. Come on!
Finish time.
Come on.
One!
Right.
Sit! Good job,
Finish
good!
it. Strike, David. Strike.
Hold it, hold it, hold it!
And a good lift for David Liddy. And to present the medals, please welcome the International Business Development Director for our sponsors, the Zhenhao Group, Mr. Liu Zhang. He's accompanied by Mr. Paul Coffer, General Secretary of the Commonwealth Weightlifting Federation and the Competition Director for this entire event. First, the junior medalists. The bronze medal with a total of 287 kilos, representing Malaysia, Endri Saparudin. The silver medal with a total of 369 kilos, representing Pakistan, Mohammed Butt. and the gold medalist and the Commonwealth Junior plus 105 kilo champion with a total of 369, but a lighter body weight than Mohammed Butt, representing New Zealand, David Liddy.
Yes, David!
Ow!
These are our junior medalists, ladies and gentlemen, for the 105 plus category. Thank you, lifters. And now we move on to the senior section of the competition. The bronze medal, with a total of 369 kilos, representing Pakistan, Mohammed Butt. The silver medal, with a total of 369 kilos, representing New Zealand, David Liddy. And the gold medal and the 2016 Commonwealth champion for 2016 with a total of 373 kilos, representing Australia, Damon Kelly.
Yes, Damon!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Australia. Thank you, Mr. Goffer. Thank you, Mr. Cheng. And thanks to all the technical officials who worked the event.